We are back with the Firebird. Took off this wing, and you would think with the screws in the back that you could take the light off and change that out if you needed to. Look good. They don't look as rusty as these. These here look pretty bad. I'm gonna let you guys go. Make sure you drink a gallon of patience. I'm glad I didn't break it or strip it. We are back with the Firebird and do a little video on how to take off this rear bumper, along with some of the extra stuff that are on there. Okay. All right, so I'm working on this back. I took off this wing, spoiler, whatever. This wing that goes up here. As you can tell, it takes 2 screws on the side, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 screws in the center. They're all accessed through right here. The 2 on the side here, and there's 1 in here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 in here. Those 2 comes out pretty easy. Then the side piece, it has just 2 bolts. That's it. It don't have a third one out here. These 2 bolts. So the main thing is not to take it off, is just to putting everything back on when it's painted. So that's the nervousing part. I was able to take off one of these lights out, and you would think with the screws in the back that you could take the light off and change that out if you needed to without taking the back bumper off. But technically, no, you should take the back bumper off to get the lights off. So that kind of sucks. That's a bummer. This light goes in, but you see how up here has this top lip? On the bottom it has one too. If you can see, it has a bottom lip, and that bottom lip has to go over this here and fall inside. So the initial trying to get these 2 holes, this one and that one, to line up to get in there, that's the tricky part. So it doesn't want to fall in. So technically you'd have to take the bumper off to get these things off. Now I was able to squeeze it out, not too bad, but once this is freshly painted, this is freshly painted and that's freshly painted, I don't really want to be wiggling and squeezing anything on. To take the trunk lid off is pretty much these 2 bolts here, 2 bolts over there, and then that will slide off. The back bumper, we pretty much have 4 bolts on this side and 4 on this side, and then we have 2. We have 1 up here and we have 1 in the bottom. So now that I have this cover off, I was gonna take these 4, which is 1 here, 1 here, and then on the bottom. The downside is that to get to these in the inside are a pain in the butt. I mean, now that I got this off, it's not super bad, but it's just a very pain in the butt to try to get in there. It's actually easier to get the next bracket. So instead of taking them off from here, take this whole bracket off with it. So pretty much take these off. So it's still 4 bolts. They're just a lot easier to get to. So there's 1 here, there's 1 on this side, then there's 1 right here. That's the top one for the side, and then the same applies to this side. You got this one, and this side bolt right here. And then from the bottom, I'll show you guys. Alright, so these were the ones that I was gonna take off. That one there, that one up there, and then the other 2 are all the way in there. And it's just a pain to try to get to that. So now, I showed you the top 2. Here are the bottom 2. That one right there, and that one right there. So there's a little bit easier. I could get to it with a ratchet, I could get to it by hand. The bolts look good. They don't look as rusty as these. These here look pretty bad. And then the same goes to this side. We got that one right there, and then we have 1 on the other side over here, versus taking these off. So I guess it's up to you. So that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Oh my goodness. All right, so we got the 4 bolts off, and it's not hard, but make sure you drink a gallon of patience, because it's gonna get every drop out of you. Man, oh man. From the big ones to the little ones, like it's like if they were like Loctite on there and it was just all the way out. I had to use a deep socket, a little socket, an extension, just to get different angles, because I wasn't able to get to, especially the one on this side with exhaust. It was just a mission, yo. It seems so easy, the bolts look right there, but nah. So make sure you drink that gallon of patience, because it's gonna dry you out. So I finally got them. I got the 2 big ones. It had 2 washers, and then that little one is a 7/16, and then these are 11/16 is the size. So I got all of them done, and it literally was just like super tight all the way out. The one out here by the exhaust, it was like just kind of like, you know, when that metal on metal, just, so I had to like tighten it, loosen it, tighten it, loosen it, hit it with a WD-40, and finally I was able to back it out. But what a mission, man. I don't even know if it was better to damn break the bolt or what, but it came out. I'm glad I didn't break it or strip it. I don't want that, but I got it out. So now I just got to do the 4 up top, and this baby should slide right out, hopefully. So yeah, I'm almost dizzy. I've been laying down there for like a while, just back, just crack, 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 crack. And it's not like you have a lot of space to like, no, it's just crack, crack, crack. Like, oh my goodness. Moment of truth. I pretty much almost got these bolts off inside. The bumper's already pretty much dropping. If I'm not mistaken, you don't have to take this light off. That light is kind of something separate. Let's see if I'm gonna need a back replacement after this. All right. So now with my knee, I'm just gonna help push it in to not fall out, and pretty much take these last 2 bolts off. And there is some washers on there, so that's. Oh yeah, not bad. Oh yeah. Alright. I think the front bumper was heavier, but it's still pretty heavy. Slides right in and out. And these studs here are pretty much like welded on, so that's good. So when it goes to put it on, all I have to do is just try to squeeze this side on and squeeze the other side on, and we should be good. Everything should slide in to a certain point. There you guys have it. How to take off a bumper on a 77 Firebird formula. So you got 4 bolts here, 4 bolts here, 2 on the side, 2 on the side, and that's pretty much it. You don't have to take the headlights out. You know, so you got 4 through the bottom, and you got 4 here inside the trunk. That's pretty much it. Pretty straightforward. There you guys have it. Make sure you like the video, subscribe if you want to see more car content, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.